Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduction. My name is Nurjana, a student of UIN Sunan Gunung Jati Bandung, Faculty of Dakwah and Communication, Islamic Guidance Counseling, first semester. As first, my focus in making this video is to fulfill the final semester exam assessment in the English course which the lecturers Miss Fatih and Jenny Yellow embedded. Well, first I will explain about the country that I really want to visit and even want to live in, because going there is a dream of mine and hopefully I can go there someday. Canada is 37 by population, comprising approximately 0.5% of the world's total population, with over 39 million Canadians in the year 2022. However, the first largest country by land area, second largest by total area. The country is largely sparsely population, with most of its population in the south parallel to the northern 55 and over 60% of Canada living in just two provinces, Ontario and Quebec. Deficits Canada's low population density. Many areas in such as the Quebec City Windows corridors have higher population densities than some European countries. Canada's largest population countries the Toronto, Montreal population, Calgary, Edmonton, and Ottawa, with the six being the only ones with more than 1 million people. Quebec City is a city located in eastern Canada. Its population is 532,329 inhabitants, census in 2004. It is also the capital of the fourth province of Quebec. Ontario is one of the provinces in Canada that has the second largest area after the province of Quebec, with a population of 12,449,502. The population in Ontario makes of 37 and 9% of the total population in Canada. The province is located in eastern central Canada. Canada is one of the largest countries in the world. This country borders directly on the northern tip with Uncle Sam's country. Canada is named as one for countries that has the most beautiful tourist destination in the world, because in Canada there are many tourist attractions in the area worth visiting by tourists. Some of the tourist attractions in Canada that are worth visiting by tourists are Niagara Falls, which is the largest waterfall in the world. Big Hearts Garden, which is the largest flower garden in Canada. Two Banff National Parks, which is the national parks and is surrounded by cold lakes and is easy mountain. The first tourist spot in Canada that you must visit is Niagara Falls. Woodruff's Canal, Niagara Falls. The waterfalls located on the border between Ontario and New York State is world famous for its beauty. All Quebec is a UNESCO World heritage sites and interesting historical facts with more than 400 years of succession and state buildings in Canada. You can also enjoy a fun by walking around the city. Not only that, you can explore and shop at Fetish Campline, one of the oldest shopping centers in North America. This oldest shopping district is located in the Quebec, Cape Bend, and Holland parliamentary neighborhoods and includes two Place Royal and North and the Spectral cars. The first unique and distinctive Canadians culture is their preference for spending time in the country. When you first started studying in Canada, you might have your friends say that he wants to skip the weekends up north. This means that going to a more rural area to spend the weekend in a quieter rural setting. Cottage does not necessarily have anything to do with the building itself, but is more symbolic of the opportunity to get away from the big city and spend some time relaxing. The word cottage also has different regional names. For example, people in the British Columbia call them cabins, cottages in French Quebec, lake houses in the English Quebec, and most of mountain called the long houses camps. Canadians are characteristic by being very orderly and with their manners. You will never see them sneaking into a curtain or somewhere waiting better for their chance in life, waiting to be attractive to when making a purpose of recognition or surprise. As the second largest country in the world, Canada has been home to hundreds of foods and traditions. From the westernmost coast of British Columbia to the eastern coast of New Brunswick, or the Prairies to the mountains to the Maritimes to the metropolis of Toronto. Canada is diverse in weather, language, religion, politics, and of course food. As the second largest country in the world, Canada has been home to hundreds of foods and traditions. From the westernmost coast of British Columbia to the eastern coast of New Brunswick, or the Prairies to the mountains to the Maritimes to the metropolis of Toronto. Canada is diverse in weather, language, religion, politics, and of course. If you want a quick meal that's healthy-free, then Danuk in the answer. Danuk is fat bread. Dough comes in various has and toppings. You can eat it straight or add toppings. The perfect winter common food if you are in Canada is fatty soft with filter fish, meat, and speech in the mixture of all the ingredients into which will result in pure delicious and a creamy texture. Okay, Canada has attracted many international students according to that, the words recognized quality of higher education, affordable cost of living, and friendly multicultural environment make it one of the best countries to broaden your horizon and hone your potential. One of them is the University of Toronto. The University of Toronto is ranked ninthly in the world for student employment prospects. The university top majors are those related to geography, nursing, sports, anatomy, and psychology. It was listed as this university that's recommended institute in the university is also known for its beautiful campus. Next, that was the country I wanted to live in. Now, which country would you most like to live in? Comment below. That's all from me. See you. Dadah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.